What's up, YouTube?
What's up, y'all?
Listen, we're here to talk about how our first 32 days, we made $22,260, y'all. That's what we grossed. That's what our company brought in with each load. I'm going to break that down to y'all and how we was able to make this happen. Our first load, as y'all know, because I know y'all been watching all our videos, right? So I know y'all caught on to the very first video that we did, which was 3,900 from San Diego to
Dalton, Georgia.
Yeah, that was our very first load. As you guys know from our very first video, it was quite the task to get that load. But during that first load, we gained a lot of experience, all the way from how to negotiate with brokers, if we want to deal with brokers or not, versus dispatchers. We were able to, we had our first DOT stop.
Yeah, weigh stations and all that.
Yeah. So even just experience when dealing with shippers and receivers. So I mean, that was our first time dealing with truck stops, getting truck fuel. You know, we was dealing with death sucks. You know,
I told you got the chew. Like, what would you get it? I'm like, I don't know. He get to sucking it out. He's spitting out gasoline, diesel, chew, death. You know, he's spitting all this out. Then he put it in the tank. I never seen this done before anyway, so I'm like, I don't know how you able to. I mean, 2-3 sucks. It's coming out of the tank now.
So things like that. So, you know, those of y'all who watched our very first video, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We dealt with a lot, you know, in that very first thing, you know. And our next load, with this experience in Georgia, we dealt with our first day having no load. You remember that?
Yeah. We stayed. Yeah, we stayed another day.
Yep.
Because we was gonna stay again, but we ended up finding.
We even downloaded another load board too.
Yeah.
So, I'll talk about that load from Georgia to Minnesota.
Okay, so after San Diego to Georgia, we ended up going from Georgia to Minnesota. That load was 1,800. I don't really remember too much about that load. Come on, y'all. That was a long time ago.
I think you drove the whole way. We was carrying some type of, it was air conditioner.
Oh, yeah. Okay, y'all. It was air conditioners for a school.
We was happy to get a load up out of there.
Out of Georgia, yeah. I thought we was going to be stuck. Well, I thought we was going to have to stay another day. And I'm like, yeah, we need to get up out of here.
And it was basically, you know, another, you know, couple thousand. So we was happy about that. I mean, 2 loads in. You know, we was able to get, you know, that amount of money. So that was pretty good. So that first load was on the 8th of April. We were able to get that second load on the 13th of April. On the 15th of April, we got a load from Minnesota with the same broker that we dealt with from Georgia to Minnesota. We got a load from Minnesota to San Diego for $1,200. That load sucked.
No, you mean South Dakota.
Oh, South Dakota. Listen,
no, he confused me. I was like, wait.
I always say San Diego. I don't know. When I see SD, I always say San Diego. I hated everything about it. The scenery on the, you know, driving there. Where we dropped it off, it was like a farm or something like that. It was real muddy. It was wet. It
was snowing over there, so.
Yeah.
I think that's when we first encountered snow.
Yeah, it was snowing.
Like, the whole trip wise, like we know what snow is, but that was the first time we encountered it halfway to like spring, summer. And I didn't like it at all.
I wasn't feeling it.
I wanted to go to Mount Rushmore, but that didn't happen because it started snowing and it got late.
Yeah, so, you know, that load sucked. We actually ended up heading all the way back to Minnesota because they had some pretty good Amazon rates. So from April 17th through April 26th, we did Amazon. And we made $2,760 with Amazon. That was quite the experience. I didn't mind it. I mean, even though, you know, like I said, it was our first time getting involved. Our score was low. It was our first time touching freight. you know, we were dealing with, we did from distribution center to post offices. So we were doing post office drops.
In small towns.
Yeah.
So.
It was crazy. They loved us. Every post office loved us. They wished that we kept doing it. They were building relationships with us. But, you know, she didn't really like it too much. It was cold. It was wet.
Yeah, it was snowing there too in Minnesota. So that was the second time we was encountering snow. I'm like, I'm ready to go back down south or something. Like, I need some heat.
Yeah.
So.
we had a bad experience. One day, I don't know if I put this in the video, but I'm outside because, you know, I wake up. You got to warm that truck up. You can't just hop in it and go. So I went, because we were in a hotel the whole time we were in Minnesota. So, you know, I go downstairs to, you know, start the truck, and I go back upstairs while we getting ready. So, you know, we warmed the truck up for about 20 minutes. I came back downstairs. My truck was not running no more.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it was like an African gentleman down there that was running he was doing like the night audit. He called the police. So I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, your truck is loud. Your truck is very loud. People to the sleep.
But we was doing that the whole, pretty much, we was basically there almost 2 weeks. We was doing that there almost the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And never had an issue.
Never had an issue. So I don't know if someone, you know, pissed in his Cheerios or what was going on, but it was, you know, after that, we was ready to go too. That was one of the last straws, and we was able to go. So, you know,
I just wanted to get another big bag. Like, I mean, that little local stuff was cool, but I wanted something over the road big, that'll carry us throughout the weekend. So.
Yep, and we ended up getting that right after celebrating her birthday out there. We ended up getting a load going from Minnesota to California.
Yeah, I was excited about that because I've been trying to get back to Cali for the longest, so I was happy that we got that load.
And we was really excited because we knew we was gonna get a big load coming out of Cali. So,
and that was from one of the brokers that we normally deal with anyway. So he's real cool. The one that took us to dinner, y'all.
Yeah.
We like him. He was real cool. He got us that load there.
He was.
That was our first 2-stop load.
Yep.
Where we had 2 drops. So I mean, it wasn't terrible at all. It was actually real easy. The first stop only had like 2 pallets, and the rest went to the last place. So it was cool. The route there was pretty good too, right?
Real scenic. You know, it was fun. That's when we seen those elk. You know, she thought they was moved.
I knew they were. It wasn't. Okay, that's just what I said they was. I knew it was an animal. I don't know what kind of animal. I knew it was an animal.
I seen bison earlier that day. I was scared listen, going through that, it was cool. It was real scenic, but it was scary. This was our first time, like, where we couldn't find a hotel. We couldn't find a truck stop. So we had to, like, pull over at some random gas station that was closed. It wasn't a 24-hour gas station. It was in the middle of the mountain. Yeah, it was pitch black. Then on top of that, as soon as we wake up, we see 30 elk crossing the street. So this was a different experience. It was cool though. I ain't gonna lie, it was beautiful.
I loved it because that was my first time seeing like real mountains with the snow in it. Besides on the water bottles, like that was my first time seeing like the real mountain with snow in it. So
listen, the whole way from Minnesota to California, we didn't go through one way station. There was no way station. There was a few way stations, but they was all either closed, 26,000 pounds over, or something like that. But it was nothing for box trucks going there. That was beautiful. Of course, when you get to Cali, all that changes. As soon as you enter Cali, you're going through way stations, border checkpoints, all kind of stuff. So that was cool too to be able to just have a smooth ride all the way there. We seen some beautiful stuff, you know, and we got there pretty quick between the two of us. So we did that load, like I said, on the 27th of April. And once we got there, we got a hotel. We had trouble trying to get a load because we couldn't get loaded. Yeah. And then after that...
Okay, so we had got a load. We went to go pick it up. It didn't fit. It was like 1 inch too tall.
I don't even know if he really tried to put it in the truck yet.
That's what I was saying. I don't think he tried. But even if they did, it was just one simple thing they had to do to fix it, but they didn't want to. And I was really irritated because we was trying to go back east. So I think that was going to Tennessee. So that was the perfect area
It would have been. That was gonna be our first time going back south again too. So
and that was about to be 3,700.
yes, that was. Oh, listen, we was ready too. We was ready. This was gonna be good. But yeah, we couldn't get that low. So we almost gave up. I mean, we didn't. I feel like we didn't get discouraged or nothing.
No,
yeah.
we
was actually working hard. We had dispatcher calling us a lot.
Yeah, and it was like early, so we just went to go get something to eat, and while we was eating, we was looking at loads. So.
Yeah, and then that's when we got blessed with that guy. After I was fighting for it because it was for a semi. It was $3 a mile though, so I was like, man, we need this. Mm-hmm. And he called me back. He was like, yo, they'll make it fit. So from on April 30th, we got that $2,400 load from California to Idaho. Mm-hmm. Simple load. Everybody was cool. They loaded the truck. They chopped it up with us. They gave us a free pallet jack. I got it in my garage right now.
That came in handy.
Yeah, it gave us some bubble wrap, and some good conversation and some jewels to keep over the road. So, the route from California to Idaho was pretty basic. Besides that accident we saw that semi tipped over. Yeah, and that was wild. So that was our first time seeing something like that. I mean, we done seen a lot of stuff over the road, but that was our first time seeing a semi tricked off like that. And then on May 3rd, for $1,300, we had the local Idaho load.
Yeah, Idaho to Idaho. Yep. I mean, that was pretty cool. I was glad that we found that because that was during the Blitz time.
She found it.
Yeah, I found that. But we didn't really want to work during the Blitz. And I think this was the day the Blitz started. And I'm like, at least let's get some money real quick. So I'm glad I found that local load.
I'm glad it was local too with the Blitz and everything going on.
So yeah, that one was $1,300. Because at first it was just gonna be a one way, but he was like, I got something coming back because you'll get stuck for sure in Idaho Falls. So I was like, okay, cool, that's what's up. We'll take that. That was our first time doing hospital equipment too. It wasn't even nothing at all.
I probably could have got more money too because it was sensitive. We heard you get paid a lot for them hospital loads or just any type of equipment. Try to fight for a lot of money because they'll give it to you because they pay a lot for those.
Yeah, but does. I didn't know, and I'm just like, this is my first load that's over $2, so. Yeah. But anyways, though, so we did that. It definitely wasn't none. Like on the way there, it was probably like a few crates, but on the way back, it was literally like a baby bed and something. It was like 2 items that we brought back.
Incubator or something.
Yeah, incubator. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. It was like 2 incubators, and that was it. So. It was cool. It was cool for that. Like we didn't really carry nothing, and we got $1,300. Yeah. It was local.
We got the truck fixed during that time.
Yeah, and while the truck was getting fixed, because they was playing around, we had a hotel.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice.
It was real cool. The quality of it was nice.
Yeah,
we had big breakfast every morning.
Yeah. We were supposed to get some soup and
soup and breast sticks.
Yeah, at night, man, but they played us.
Yeah, I guess they had stopped that a few days before we came. I was like, oh, we stopped that
yesterday.
Yeah. So I'm like, really?
Back.
I was like, wow, we was looking forward to that. But Idaho was really cool. That was my first time there. Because who would ever think to go to Idaho? Let's go to Idaho.
Yeah,
nobody.
No.
So I actually liked it there. So yeah, I liked it.
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. That was on the 3rd of May. And then on the 7th of May, there was 4 days in between the 3rd and the 7th because, like she said, it was a local load. Was it over the weekend?
It wasn't over the weekend, but they just had issues with our truck. Like they ordered the wrong parts and, come back tomorrow. So we had to do all that. But it was cool, though, because we got to relax, and, it was during the Blitz, so by the time we got everything back, it was pretty much over with.
Yep, so that lasted till the 7th. Then on the 7th, we woke up and in Idaho, and we had a load for $1,900 from Boise, Idaho to Phoenix. I got this load actually pretty early in the day. We were not knowing, we were actually planning on going to... Where was we going to go? We was going to go to Oregon and do Amazon because they were having some good Amazon loads. So we had got paid so much. We had got paid over $2 a mile for the local load. Before that, we got $3 a mile to get to Idaho. So we had enough capital just with those 2 loads being paid over $2 a mile to be able to afford the deadhead to wherever we wanted to go if we wanted to do Amazon. So, you know, I actually was able to get us a load, and it was pretty good and pretty decent, headed out of Idaho. So that was pretty good. I got it early in the morning too. So early that morning, like I said, 5/7, 1900 from Boise to Phoenix.
We was ready to get out of Idaho too, because like I said, we've been there for a few days now.
Blitz was over. We was ready to go. Like, hold on, that blitz over. It's time to go.
So yeah, we spent a lot of time there. I'm like, shoot, I already kind of know the streets a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, so I was happy to get up out of there, get closer to Cali. So yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.